Okay, yet another R&R Auto Paradise Duett update. Got some more wiring done. Big thing that we got all buttoned up today was the brakes. As you can see, we got the back tires on it. It's got all new parts. Special thank to VP Auto Parts. Those guys came through in a clutch. We had a little miscommunication error, which kind of got frustrating, but we got it all sorted out, and it all worked out anyway. So we're cooking right along. We got all the brake lines done. All the brake parts are hooked up, plumbed. I got to tweak a couple of the metal lines up front here to clean it up a little bit and kind of get it tucked in. But check this out. Let me turn my headlamp on here. Oh, not wanting to work. So what we've got going on here, we have used 240 parts to hook our 122 parts up to our 445. If that's not a definition of turbo bricking, I don't know what it is. But we've got, this is a 240 front rubber line and the front brake clips that hold it in right up here. And then same over here. Can't see it very well, sorry about that. And then we've got the original lines crossing over to our 122 calipers. All that's plumbed together real nice. We got the brake line in a good spot. The only thing I think we might have to do is get a little fancy with the shock mounting, because it seems like the caliper is going to hit the shock. So I'm not sure if I'm going to move it so it sits up in the front. I'm going to have to kind of adjust the brake lines, or if I can tighten it up down low there to kind of clean it up a bit. But we got all that done. The back brakes are all in there, adjusted. We got our parking brake cables on it. I had to get a little fancy and modify some 122 parking brake cables, but I got it to work. So now I just need to find the cable from under the dash down with the assembly, because ours is, of course, cooked. But we are getting close. Tomorrow, I'm going to put this thing back over on the lift, get the brake bleeder hooked up to it, and get the brakes bled, and then it will have functioning brakes. I've got to go and get the stuff to hook up the radiator and the heater hose. I probably won't be able to get to all that till Monday. I'll try and get it done tomorrow if I can. And then I got to wrap up a little bit of wiring up in the front so I can put the radiator back in it. I'm going to go on ahead and run wires to the back side of the headlights, but I'm not going to take the melted ones out of it yet. Run the circuit for the fog lamps. Everything else is wired for the front, and then I've got an original horn that I'm going to put in there, and I'm considering I've got an old Awooga horn, which I think would just be fun to have for this thing. But that's where we are. I'm getting really close here. I'm going to be putting in the order with VP next week to get all of our seals and everything so we can get all that done and arranging parts so it'll all be taken care of. And I think we're going to make arrangements to make our trip down south to some folks who've got a big hoard of vintage parts of this car. And they've got seats, they've got the taillight lenses, they've got all the little nooks and crannies. So far, everything I've thrown at them, they've been able to pull out of a box somewhere. So we should be able to actually get 90% of what we need to finish this car next week. And hopefully by the end of the month, we might actually be really close to done. We'll definitely be driving it to lunch by the end of the month. I see that coming very quickly. So there we are. I've got some more tricks in store. We'll see you all next time.